It's morning now, so I can go outside in the sunlight and look everything over. Last night was just too dark. But last night I found myself walking on the sidewalk on the street next to my street. And I didn't know how I got there. I was just there. But I knew where I was. So I walked to where I knew that house was behind my house. Our backyards are back to back. So I seen the house and I walked through the opening there behind it and went over and jumped over the fence into my yard. We shared a fence. I couldn't see the doghouse. I couldn't see the dog, or I couldn't see where he was in the doghouse or not. It was just a little too dark for that. So I went on in the house. Back door was unlocked, like it's usually unlocked. I go in, but I get the strangest feeling that there's a danger. So I get afraid. I become afraid. So what I do, I get in the closet that's there, and I shut the door, and I'm in that closet. So I'm then there, and I sit down in there. Fortunately, there was room for me to do that, and I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I just woke up a little while ago, and I came out of the closet. Now I'm in my kitchen, and I want to walk outside here and see, just look out there, see where the dog's at, and look over everything. So I'm walking out back now, and I'm looking over at my doghouse now. The sunlight is not all the way in that doghouse. It's in there, but not in there a heck of a lot. So there's something in there. I guess it's my dog, but just to look at it from here, it looks like a pile of bones in there. But I don't think it's that. I think it is my dog. It's an old lazy dog, and it don't come running out barking and stuff like that. So, nothing unusual about that. So I walk about halfway through the yard, past the doghouse, and I notice I just stopped for a minute because something was amiss here. Something's not right. So I'm stopping and I'm looking, and what I'm seeing is piles of bones. There are piles of bones. They're all around me. I actually walked past some of them when I come out of my house, and I didn't really notice them. But now I am noticing them. And I've noticed that they're everywhere. Piles of bones. Some of them you would have to step over. I don't know how I got through those bones without running into them or tripping over them, but they're all around. I look back at my house, and there's piles of bones back there, and some of them are human bones. They're human, and the way I can tell is the skulls. Everybody knows what a human skull looks like, and I can see some of these piles. There's human skulls that are in these piles. So, man, I am starting to get real alarmed here, man. So I'm not going to dare walk over on the street. I'm going to walk out on my street. So I go through the space between the houses out to the street that I live on. And here I am there, and bones, piles of bones everywhere, bones. As far as the eye can see, bones. I walk out into the street, and more piles of bones. I get to notice that there's some cars parked around there. And inside those cars are skeletons. Skeletons inside the cars. And I can see on people's porches where there's skeletons on the porches. Human skeletons. And man, something terrible has happened. Didn't happen to me. I'm not a skeleton. So I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. I look up the street, I see a pile of leaves. A big pile of leaves. I guess people were putting leaves out in the yard. And I look down the street, I see another pile of leaves. Big pile of leaves. So I walk to my right down the street to where the leaves are, and then I notice something. It's moving. It's like it's kind of, I guess, got a movement to it, kind of a abstract movement to it. You know, it's not something you could really see plainly. And as I get closer, they stopped looking like leaves, and they started looking like something other than leaves. And I get a little bit closer, and I can see what they are. I can see what I've been looking at. And what I am looking at are ants. Ants. I'm looking at giant ants. These ants look to be about 3 inches long and about an inch high, about the size of a small, like a mouse or something. Huge, vicious ants. They got the jaws sticking out of the front of their face with these big black eyes. And that pile is moving toward me. And I've been moving toward it, and it's moving toward me. So I turn around going the other direction, but the pile that was on the other side of the street has come closer to me. They're on both sides of me. Well, I got to get out of this place. So I go back through another opening between two houses because I was down the street. And I look behind the house, and there's another pile of ants. There's another pile, so I run to the other side. And I run through there and look there, and there's another big pile of ants. I'm surrounded by millions of these giant ants. And they're closing in on me from all sides. There's no escape. I can't climb a tree because they'll just climb up in the tree. And I can start to see them piling through the spaces between the houses. And they're coming at me, and they're coming at me fast, real fast. I mean, like they're coming at me, and I'm being enveloped by these ants. They're surrounding me. There's no escape from this. No escape. These ants are going to get me, and I'm going to be another skeleton pile of bones in the street out here. And there's nothing I can do about it. I got to stand here and wait for them to come. And here they come. They're about 10 feet away from me now. They're 8 feet away from me now. They're 6 feet. I'm in the middle of a small opening, and with these ants all around me. And then they're on me. The ants are on me. They're on me. They're all.